Hi everyone, this is GeoWill from Productions², and we are here tonight to do some live streaming for Mass Effect Andromeda. I've decided that... let me go. Live streaming for Mass Effect Andromeda. I'll be right back. I've decided... I forgot to mute the video. I have a tab open that has the live stream thing on YouTube, the live stream details page, so I was getting the commentary back at me. Anyway, so I decided that we're going to do the continue with the game I started, the character I started with the trial, and you'll have to excuse me for having a crappy looking character. The character customizer, creator, or whatever you want to call it, is ridiculously stupid in this game. Doesn't output something that looks the same in the lighting that's used in the engine for whatever reason. So, I stopped short of going to the second mission, so that's basically where we're at right now. I've done every single thing up to that point, though. All the side missions, well, most of them that I can do without having to go to that, 'cause somebody has to go to that next planet. I've done a bunch of side missions, pretty much talked to everybody, and it's actually pretty amazing how much stuff fell out of the first area. And it seemed like every area you go to, there's something, at least one or two things new things that you have to explore. And new side quests start just popping up on their own, like, if you, yeah, here's my crappy character. Notice the eyebrows are not the correct color, because in the character creator, you can't change the eyebrows. I had no clue why. There's nothing at all to change the eyebrows, period. Giant, oversight by BioWare. Anyway, but like you would go to an area and there'd be like a cave or something, and you get this pop-up mission really that would say explore this cave or explore this lab or something, or investigate the flares or whatever, what have you. It's just really interesting. And you find all these kinds of like scattered data pads and things. The non-regular NPCs have dialogue a lot of the time, though the bad thing about that is that they actually will talk over each other sometimes, which is annoying. There was a guy that was down here that was working on this, and when you're walking by, this thing like explodes kind of, and you come over and talk to him, and he actually gives you a mission. That's actually pretty interesting. I hope there's like more emphasis on that kind of stuff, because that's like awesome. I think I mentioned during the test for the stream that there were some issues with depth of field. I want to check, though, it was just the distance you are from the character. Like, if I stand, like, right here.
Pathfinder?
No, it's still... Oh, I see. It puts you behind the desk. Interesting.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
That's kind of ridiculous. Is this something we can pick up? No, it's thermal clips, so... Oh, there's a data pad in here. I didn't notice that before. What is this? Aha. Let's see. In case there's really up there, you kind of find these scattered all over the place, and a little bit more minutia to the story. Kind of give an insight into the characters that I'm actually having to talk to them. Like, I'm pretty sure this is something that Kesh wrote down. There's also a container you can investigate here that has some stuff in it. So let's go ahead and head to the Tempest. That's your ride for this game. It's basically like the Normandy kind of type of ship. It's a frigate. There's a lot. I'm not sure if it's smaller than the Normandy, but it's a lot more. It's a lot different configuration. It's definitely smaller than the SR2, for sure. I also like how this whole works, because what you do is you look at the space you want to go to, and so if you want to go to the habitation deck on the Hyperion, you go there by looking at it and hitting use. The use key, same for the cryo bay or the whatever this place is called, I forget now. I think it's like the Ops Center or something. So we're going to go to the docking bay, where our ship is. So far the game has a very Mass Effect 1 feel in just about everything. I mean, from the chinkiness in the story to the way in which you explore the galaxy. It all just completely... What was that? Stairs up? Oh wait, we can go... Oh no, it doesn't go around yet. So I don't know, it has this thing here. Sometimes icons pop up when they really shouldn't, I guess. Let me stop at a shop real quick. The shop menus are kind of interesting.
So how'd things go?
The materials you found were perfect. If you got more, we'll take it all.
I need to keep some on reserve for engineering repairs, but I can have another batch sent your way for sure.
What the hell? Okay, that was interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop up here, who cares? The invisible Turian. Unless he was cloaked. So this is the shop menu system. It's actually kind of interesting because it allows you to have... Yeah, it's an easier way to go through your items. Kind of, sort of, I guess. It'd be nice if we could, have some... Well, I guess we have this up here. That's what it is, yeah. So you can, like, say, okay, my pistols. What pistols do I have? I have the Carnifex. Pistol mods. Yeah, it breaks it down, and we have this nice kind of, menu over here, as opposed to, like, ME1's inventory menu. If you go to all, you can actually then say sell salvage. Not sure if you actually can use your salvage for anything, but so I'll get 360. Okay, we'll do that. One thing I noticed, if you have a Logitech backlit keyboard that has like the game integration with it, for whatever reason, Mass Effect Andromeda will kill your backlighting. It starts out as like a blue backlighting. And it actually will change your backlighting based on different scenarios. Like if you're low or out of ammo, it'll flash your keyboard yellow. But under normal circumstances, like right now, it completely just kills the backlight for some reason. I have no clue why. Again, probably some more oversight and not enough testing. But that's really kind of common these days, as far as the testing goes. Can we actually go into this? Looks like it's closed. Yeah, it's closed. So it probably opens up later. Alright. Turn to the Tempest. Yes. A lot of the stuff you can do here on the Nexus, you can also do here on the Tempest in terms of like, the strike missions and things, so you can engage those from here. You also can research and develop new items here on the Tempest. I'm not sure if there's a equal type of... There probably will be eventually an equal type of...
Vetra was looking for you.
Of thing for the Nexus. So can I talk to these guys finally? Yes.
Glad you stopped by.
Oh, seriously?
You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector.
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
In case you didn't recognize it, I said, what I was talking about just now was the fact that they're basically milking the whole same kind of camera angle shot from, what was that, Mass Effect 1 DLC, Pinnacle, whatever. You know, that like, shoot 'em up DLC, I forget what it's called now. Aggravatingly. Another interesting thing is that there are no longer Paragon and Renegade, which I think is a nice choice. I wish they did this in 3, because in 3, if you chose Renegade all the way, you lost. So you couldn't really do any Renegade, or nothing where it actually mattered. Here it's more of like just, there's like, I think 5 or maybe 6 different options you choose from. That aren't inherently Paragon or Renegade. They're all kind of mixed, if you will.
I could stand here and drink in that view all day.
When I was test piloting the ship back home, I often did. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
Pinnacle Station. That's what I was trying to think of. Big step for one ship.
I like the Tempest, but I'm not sure I'd travel between galaxies for her.
The Unknown Frontier had its charms, too. It's just strange not having the rest of the design team. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back on the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Alright, let's go talk to, some lag there, wow. Talk to, Subi.
Ah, Pathfinder. It's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus Science team.
Yeah, there's definitely some lag here. Usually, when the lag happens, it happens during these dialogue scenes for whatever the frack reason. I have no clue why. The rest of the game will run perfectly well, smoothly even. And then when you get into some of these dialogue scenes, it's just like FPS comes crashing down.
Welcome to my team. I look forward to working with you.
Likewise. I can't wait to get to work. There hasn't been much to do so far, unfortunately. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Helios soil samples. If you want, I'll send you my analysis on the native bacteria and microfauna. 60 pages.
That's a lot of pages. About dirt.
Oh, you don't have to be kind. I know it's barely more than a summary. Anyway, I've waited months to get out there to see Helios. It's why I joined the initiative. The Milky Way was just a corner of a vast universe, a corner of a tiny corner. We're the ones who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
The first time I handled a Prothean artifact, I was hooked. It was so alien. I just knew there's more out there, and I want to see all of it.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
But don't you want to experience everything firsthand? I know I'd want to.
Oh, absolutely. But I know my strengths. Trust me, I'm far more useful to you in the laboratory. Anyway, I've just received some instructions from the science team, and I really should go over them. Later, then.
I think, see, it's like perfectly fine now. I think, that wasn't fine. Part of the problem is that I have the frame rate capped at 30. Technically, it's not supposed to be capped at 30, but it is capped at 30 because action doesn't do it properly. In most games, when you say 30, it records stuff or streams it at that frame rate, but doesn't actually lock the frame rate in game, as far as I know. Like PlayClaw doesn't do that, but PlayClaw also doesn't connect to YouTube properly for some reason. I think some of this is also just kind of performance issues because there's no Crossfire patch out yet for the game. So is this from Aridana? Okay, that's just kind of a follow up for a side mission that I completed earlier, where this doctor asked us to go find an expedition that she asked to expedition that she sent out earlier, and we find their busted up shuttle on one of the systems. Subi. Oh. has been categorized as spam. Awesome. Let's go this way. That's an airlock. Oh, escape pod. Okay, never mind. It says escape pod right there. Durr. This is probably... Okay, this is the airlock. So then... Oh, loadout station. Okay, cool. I didn't know this was in there. Why is there like a... I guess that might be medicine, but it just looks like a bottle of some sort of... Asarian alcohol or something. So you can change your loadout here. So again, like in Mass Effect, you can carry more weapons, but you have to unlock them. Mass Effect 1, that is. You can also equip mods and things. Let's see. Pistol receiver. %? Oh, stock. It's a different thing. So, rifle stability, rifle accuracy. So this is our armor that we have. And these windows here are kind of annoying. There's no way to really dismiss them, which I think is ridiculous. Some of them you can dismiss by hitting space. Sometimes they don't dismiss until you hit space, but that activates something else in the menu. Again, not very well thought out. So again, a lot of these things you can equip mods for. So do these even matter? I'm not seeing any kind of like stats with these. Maybe it's only specific ones. Really interesting. Increases EXP. So it seems that only the chest armor gives you bonuses, or at least these common ones don't give you anything because they're the crap ones, I guess. Consumables. So empty consumables, shield capacitors, shot slowdown. No, shield capacitors. Boost maximum. Okay, restores current. So basically, it's like if you run out of shields or want to power up your shields, you can use those. So overdrive pack. Immediate reloads all weapons, charge all powers, temporarily boosts accuracy and damage reduction. Nice. Disruptor ammo. And then this is the airlock, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and I guess we go to here. Ah, yes, okay. Can we go off the edge now? It's a little bit game breaking because there's no actual thing there keeping you on the ledge. It's just like an invisible wall. It'd be nice if there's some sort of like maybe a railing there or something to make sense as to why you can't go over. Other than that, they don't want you to. Usually your quarters in here, by the way. So I think it's over on this side. Yeah, Med Bay.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years in the Hyperion looking after your brother.
Happy to have you, Dr. DePero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here,
What?
a Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the cat?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh. Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically, without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats her vegetables.
So anytime you see that there, it's not actually a dialogue choice. It's basically, I'd forgotten. It's a potential love interest, I guess. Okay, that's the same one from before. And I realize that some of the stuff's gonna be a little bit disjointed because maybe you haven't seen the beginning parts of the game yet. So some of the character names and other stuff can be a little bit spoilers or not very relatable. But anyway, actually, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to.
I'm in the armory.
Oh, Cora. It's in the armory. Oh, that's just fine. There's a joke somewhere. Oh, not a joke really, but it's like in the first area there's an item you can find, salvage. It said like Turian calibration tool or something, I think.
When you've got a minute, stop by the med bay.
I was just over there. What the hell do you want? So up here you can deal with strike missions and things, call everybody together, or like for a mission kind of thing, or see research and confusing it. One thing there, one side of it. But they said cat takeover are low again. Or can't remember. Or pack up you.
Ready. Get from
Mulch
across
the distant month. Millions of lights down.
Good. Adjust.
Set us down.
Evens. That I'm whizzing on encounters.
Just like habit. We'll make.
Yeah, I'm not. Because you're scanning anymore. Magnify.
Looks.
Third day, how happening icons hard a threat move and the more of and answers and maybe up like straight. Well, also it's fine. Defense nade. It's kind of like do a generic sound. Do some windy do it. Could also alright.
Building.
The hell? Ending
power.
are things like
The ready.
you might say
Self.
It's just
even
power.
and then okay.
Do your Pathfinder thing.
That was not my Pathfinder thing.
Oh, you're good.
That interruption was brought to you by MySQL. So direct your complaints to them for creating a crappy daily at 12 o'clock annoying, I don't know, DOS command thing that pulls you out of whatever you want to and wreaks havoc and all kinds of hell on everything. There's nothing really. That's this one.
I didn't do a thing.
What the hell?
How far down do you think it goes?
Liam's got some awesome phasing abilities. A Mass Effect field.
That can't be air pressure. Electrostatic? Ah, gravitation. Oh, you idiot, PB. That wasn't the front door. This is. What do you... Come on, Pathfinder! Hey!
like a gravity well.
But where's it taking us?
Embrace the unknown, Ryder. Now this is more like
Looks like a bunker. Or a vault?
whatever you call it. The controls for that atmosphere processor might be down here somewhere.
Let's find out.
Well, this is interesting.
Anything could be important. Let's be thorough.
So that's what that thing was. There's another one of these over here that actually works. Some kind of anti-gravity device or something.
I think that gravity well works in reverse, too.
Then we have a way out.
You're not leaving already, are you?
Not until we find those processor controls. Not what we're looking for, but worth getting a record.
You go ahead. I've got your back.
Ultraviolet laser capability, particle sensor detected.
No signs of any cat. Maybe they can't get into the vault?
But you can. That'll get their attention.
Lucky me. Look there. Do you see that?
Looks like a broken information display.
Got anything?
There's element 0 threaded through all this tech. Imagine the engineering that would take. Now that's interesting.
I'm getting something from that data pattern, but the glyphs make no sense.
Damn it.
Data corruption detected. What survives is highly technical. From the context, this could be instructions or a warning.
Well, which is it? Because, you know, the meaning of those two terms is very different, Sam.
Ah, here's the rock you kicked down here. Safe and sound.
Oh, they even have containers down there.
Well, if the Remnant aren't using it.
Shouldn't it be warmer this deep underground?
Not necessarily.
Wow. I really was just scratching the surface.
The stuff almost looks like a Reaper tech, in a way.
What have we here?
A console. That's what we have.
Only minimal power. I don't think it triggered the atmosphere processor, but
Pathfinder, a conduit beneath the floor just activated. Fluid is running through it. It could be generating emergency power. Your scanner will have more details.
I see the conduit, Sam. Whatever it is, it leads out of the room.
Oh, well. What would be interesting is if they actually tied the Reapers in somehow. Like maybe, for example, say G. Oh, scan. Basically telling you to scan this thing, which you can kind of see here. It'd be interesting if they like had a thing where they said basically that the Reapers harvested more than one galaxy. And maybe this is like the Andromeda's galaxy's version of the Protheans. The race, anyway. That built all this.
Phrase recovered. Must read to access. This console links to surface facilities.
Then it must control the atmosphere processor.
No glyphs. It looks dead, or locked down, like most of this place.
The fluid conduit leads to this console and further into the vault.
So if we follow that conduit, it might lead to the system lockdown.
These data pattern things are incredible. If I'm right, each one can hold hundreds of zettabytes. There are whole species who get by with less.
Minor corruption detected. The pattern suggests significant data present, but it cannot be accessed.
14% EZO? Seriously? Something tells me there's like a boss fight in here somewhere. Oh wow.
Another gravity well, and that's new. What is it? A symbol of authority? A key? It's easy to speculate with Remnant, but we need more facts. I'll see what I can find on this beauty. Maybe over this way. Whatever has this place on lockdown is that way. I do my best work solo. You fix up the vault, I'll investigate the relic, and together we'll figure this place out. You don't watch many horror vids, do you? We have no idea what's down there. And we never will if we miss something because we're huddled in a group. I'll be careful. Just stay on the radio. I'm on frequency 145.8. Stay safe.
10 credits say she ends up in a pit of spikes.
This gravity well's sealed off. No way through.
Incidentally, a gravity well is the gravitational effect of a large mass in space. This is more accurately a well with variable gravity.
Keep a note for our sorry friend, and for when we try to explain all this.
Thank you, Sam, for that highly unneeded. So it wraps around there and comes back around the other way somehow. Now, what is that in there? Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that was a bad idea. Holy crap. 9,700 milliamps? Technically, that should have killed me. It only takes 70-something milliamps to cause your heart to stop.
Check. It's, well, you know who. We read you, PB. Stay. Well, look at this. No way through, no interface points. Sam, note it down for later.
Of course, we totally interrupted Phoebe's radio check-in. Any more scan points anywhere? Doesn't seem to be any.
No interface connectivity detected. The barrier cannot be removed manually.
Too bad. They dug this place through solid rock.
Look up there. Must be how they kept it from collapsing.
Permanent blast shield.
Looks like a blast shield. That might be handy.
Oh, there's definitely some sort of boss battle in the working here.
Whoa. What's that liquid?
Unable to classify.
The only way through is down towards it.
An unknown alloy and other materials. The composition resembles omnigel.
Maybe that's the fluid in the conduit.
Unknown ferrofluid. So, intact neurocoil and rarefied filaments. It's apparently down we have to go.
It's dead. Nothing.
I bet they used it for working in that liquid.
Something tells me there's more to it than that. There's another one of these things. Adaptive remnant core device. So some sort of like all-purpose thing that allows different remnant tech to talk with each other. Interesting. What the hell? Who's that over there? Oh, it's a remnant. Remnant bots over here.
So whatever that liquid is, they need a whole aqueduct of it.
Make that 2 aqueducts, at least. I just crossed one.
So they're blue if they're... I mean, they're obviously hostile, but I think they're blue if they haven't spotted you yet. Well, no, duh. That's probably the easiest combo to make. Because you can, you know, the pull warps around cover and pulls them out. Got a level.
We're good.
Any containers or anything over here?
Low hum through
Yep.
everything here. Can you feel it?
Let's stay focused. We can worry after we find the system lockdown.
Inorganic lubricant. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was close. Stuff looks like sludge or something. Really slow moving.
All this for an atmosphere processor. What is this place?
How come this liquid hasn't dried up? Unless turning that conduit on started it all flowing again. Wouldn't that be something?
Exactly how big is this place? Holy crap. These are probably some sort of Mass Effect generators. Well, Mass Effect power generators, let's put it that way. There's a door over here. Ah, container. What do we got? ESO inlaid circuitry. Interesting. Where the hell the remnant were? Obviously some sort of crazy advanced civilization. If not bordering on Reaper level, certainly pretty close to it. Another door. And another container. So remnant processing core, reserve inlaid circuitry, and intact neurocoil.
Another aqueduct. How many do they need?
If it really is like Omnigel, that fluid could be what's keeping this place going.
Are those roads down there? I can't even see where they end.
Oh, hell.
Up there! More remnant! Watch the edges!
Way ahead of you!
Where's that one guy? I can't even see it.
Keep looking up. Don't let them get above us.
Keep up the pressure! We're almost through!
There's the one from earlier. Still one left of there is.
We're good.
Yeah, those combos make it a lot easier to deal with these. Interesting.
Some things down here work, and some don't.
Perhaps to direct and assist manual reactivation of the vault, or to mislead intruders.
Great.
I think it's more likely that there are certain glyphs you find throughout the place that allow you to open up certain doors. Or it could just be that the door can't be opened at all. And we got some remnant remains. It's like there might be some more remnant around the corner here.
PB! Ryder! That relic box I found? Not a symbol of authority. The remnants still shoot at me. I'll try it with one of those data patterns we saw.
Is that a good idea?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Unless you like blow up the entire frigging planet. Oh well. Some sort of hallway.
That's one way to light a room. The atmosphere processor we found before didn't need all these steps. Dad just interfaced with it directly.
And it didn't work out so great.
Direct intervention was necessary in that case, but clearly unwise.
I don't think this is an atmospheric reprocessor. Way too much to this place. Maybe a terraformer. And I see lots of remnant.
Look how high it is. Might be another gravity well.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
The well's sealed. Damn. Maybe we can use the conduit for emergency power, same as before. Better safe than sorry! Take them out!
Hell, that one didn't die.
You're sure this well isn't gonna open up under us? Pretty sure! Focus on the remnants!
Alright, it's shielded. We gotta take out the shield first. Oh hell, there's a turret up here. Oh wow. Liam, you friggin' idiot. Let yourself get blown up by this thing. That certainly didn't do much damage. Backup life support.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Probably should have scanned that thing.
Conduit splits and goes through each of those devices.
Interfacing may complete the circuit and allow the well to open.
If it gets us to the system lockdown, let's try.
That thing being the,
Okay, let's hit both
turret.
those consoles and complete the circuit.
First let's pick up stuff. There's gotta be a container around here somewhere. Right here, I think. Yep. I knew it. Maybe even more than one. What the heck? Observer. Speak up, Liam. I can't hear you.
They get mad when we get close, or interface with their tech. Interesting.
And is it programming or some sort of instinct? All these mysteries. Something big is happening in Andromeda, Ryder. Something magnificent.
Let's find that system lockdown.
Or,
Okay, let's hit both those consoles and complete the circuit.
more correctly, something happened. So obviously this tank is...
This device appears defensive in nature.
all this technology is, you know, hundreds of thousands of years old. Well, tens of thousands maybe.
Device is online and makes a shield? At least it's friendly.
Layers and layers of defenses. If they're defenses.
So here's a question. Why? Why is there a shield? I bet you anything we open up this thing and some big mother fracking robot comes out of here and blasts the hell out of us.
Power restored to the gravity well. The conduit leads down. Conduit fluid pressure is variable. There could be activity below.
Then let's dig deeper.
Can't scan it. Whatever it is, gravity well. Oh well, we just use it and magically down we go.
Barely any dust. How old is this place?
Unknown. Radiation counts indicate the vault has been offline for several hundred years.
Around the time the Scourge appeared. That can't be a coincidence. Maybe the Scourge is why all this tech was abandoned?
Or the Scourge is a result of some experiment. That's just one of those light things. There's a container though. Remnant Cryo Gauntlet 2. Huh. Interesting.
A gauntlet, or maybe a hand tool.
Our scientists will love it either way.
This thing looks slightly dangerous.
Crap, the conduit sprang a leak.
Careful. No way you can interface with the console like that.
And no fluid means no power. Damn it. Maybe that's why those devices up above were turned off. We're not turning back now. There has to be some way to fix the leak.
Ryder, up here!
What the hell?
What happened? I can't get any doors to work.
The conduit's breached.
Hey, wait! The observers were using weird laser frequencies to fix a broken wall back there. I can send the frequencies to your Omni tool. Maybe they can patch up the conduit?
And received. I'll give them a shot.
Sure, that's not a Deus Ex Machina at all.
The system's responding to those frequencies. Just a patch job, but it should hold.
Nice work! If it's fixed, that console should work now.
Looks like it worked.
There's even a bridge. You're a pal, Ryder.
Where are you going?
We've got to be close to the system lockdown by now. First one gets the glory.
We'll catch up. Let's see if we powered up a way out of here.
You just know eventually some giant thing's gonna pop out of somewhere. Oh my god. What is that thing? Oh, it's a tree.
Will you look at that?
How do we get across?
Oh, let's see. We have a console here. Good chance something it'll do.
Watch your step. It's still a long drop.
That into that fluidic stuff.
Wait, plants? All the way down here?
You see them too? Thought all the gravity fun had messed up my eyes.
No sunlight, no water. They should all be dead.
The source of the system lockdown may yield more information. We appear to be close.
Unknown plants. Thallus life form, chlorophyll detected, donor detect unknown, nutrient detect unknown. Riccia romanantis. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. So we can't go back if we want to go forward.
I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Company!
Oh, hell. Where are these other guys at? Oh, I missed. Oh hell.
Nice work, people.
What's up here? Ah, container. Should have known. Remnant polymer, 76 of them. Nice. What else we got up here? Nothing? Anything down here anywhere? Ah, stock up on ammo here. There's a console over here. There's also a door. So the door isn't going the way of the thing, so maybe we go in here first.
Looks like a side room. Still, could be anything in here.
Oh. No.
It'll be fine.
They're... no. Just the light.
No, I mean, you know they're gonna come into life. I mean, there's no way they're not going to, like... And we can't destroy them. This is gonna suck so bad, but...
See? Absolutely fine.
Nope. Not absolutely fine.
Oh, damn it. It's okay. It's fine.
Knew it. Phew. Come on.
If these things don't, like, come to life, I'm gonna be disappointed. Seriously. That's so cheap. Oh, that's what you would expect to happen, so maybe that's actually awesome. They did something that normally would happen and said, nope, we're not gonna do it.
They
We'll
made a new path. I think that's the right way. We could reach it if we backtrack. Observers coming up at us!
Guess it was still shielded when I threw it at him. No, it wasn't triggering. Weird. Wait, is there something up here? Besides this remains. We can get up here. Aha, there is.
Wow. I just saw a dozen observers flying around a waterfall like a flock of birds. It's amazing. This really is their habitat.
We'll be out of their way soon.
Not too soon, right? You wouldn't believe the data I'm getting.
Armor hydraulics compensating.
Oh, that's locked. There's a console up here, though.
Now, where does that go?
Interesting. Lots of side paths in there.
We're 2 gravity wells down already, and this place goes even deeper. What's at the bottom?
Let's not find out the hard way.
Somebody just tried to.
I think I got it. This relic is some kind of data storage device.
What's on it?
Give me a chance. I'll need my notes back on the surface to really wreck it. But just imagine.
More remnant back here.
You moron.
Nice work, people.
The moral of the story is that the AI cannot throw a grenade to save its life. In fact, it may throw a grenade and kill you with it.
The air's tingling, like the moment before lightning.
I'll try not to get fried. Legion would say this place is satisfyingly structurally sound because there are no windows.
Look at all those data patterns. It's practically a library.
You're kidding.
I'm looking at it right now.
And I went the other way? Crap. I'd kill to be standing where you are.
Well, he should not have run off.
Severe data corruption detected.
Is there anything left?
A possible reference to EOS, and a term that could translate to craft, discovery, or edifice. Data corruption, unable to translate. Severe data corruption, unable to recover information.
Oh, wow. I actually don't even know some of these glyphs yet. Or we could override it. Nah, there should be glyphs
You
nearby.
should be able to locate these glyphs, Pathfinder.
Yeah. There we go. Reflection glyph. There's one.
That should complete the
hell?
glyphs, Pathfinder.
We already know those glyphs, so why would we have to search for them again? Weird. Okay. Same thing as before. Find the glyph. It isn't used in any other line.
Hey, I'm getting better at this.
Oh, wow. Holy crap. Remnant Core 3. Remnant Architects. Shield Booster. Mod slot extension. Nice. Classification circuit. Disruptor ammo, volt forged relay. Spreaded seed vial. Remnant polymer. Take all. So much stuff.
Data recovered. A phrase that seems analogous to atmospheric conditions.
Atmosphere again.
We're on the right track.
Data recovered. These fragments appear to be from system reports generated by the Vault. However, I do not recognize most of the systems described.
So this is called a vault. Interesting. Alright, let's head towards the...
Dad would have really loved this place.
Nothing hooked him like the unknown.
Someday Scott could be exploring down here.
That didn't open though. It's probably some other way to open it eventually.
We've got a path to... Whoa!
Bloody observers.
Nice work, people.
That door still isn't open.
Moving out!
Oh, well. That was almost a short stop and a sudden drop. Lots of these
Too far,
consoles everywhere.
even for jump jets.
Probably nothing up there. Oh, another bridge.
That is full.
Another container.
It's all so huge. I see one thing, I'm probably missing 3 more.
You would make a very good Pathfinder then, Liam.
Feel that? This whole platform's resonating with something. We must be close.
A giant boss machine. There's got to be a boss in there somewhere.
No question. This is the heart of the vault.
I've never seen anything like it.
Never cross that stream. Unless you want to really fry yourself.
All conduits converge here, Pathfinder.
That must be the lockdown console.
Yeah, somehow I doubt it. When you look at how large this area is, it's about the perfect size for some sort of boss battle. We'll see what happens. Oh. Well, it turned red. It's usually not a good sign.
Huh. Any thoughts, Sam?
Unknown, though it appears related to the lockdown. An in-depth study may reveal its purpose. The system lockdown is disabled. The vault and the atmosphere processor should return to full operation.
Ryder, you fixed the lockdown, didn't you?
The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really off the chart. But if it's back online, it should be good too.
Should we?
No.
Go! PB, get back to the entrance now!
I saw it! What is that thing?
Don't risk it, just go!
Atmospheric radiation.
Watch out, Feds!
Keep running! Too far to jump! Got another bridge?
I'd say that's a yes.
It would be wise to escape, Ryder.
I know, Sam!
No. Like no Dren Sherlock is fairly applicable here.
Back. Why did I look back?
Because you're an idiot. That's why I land.
Another gravity well!
It could go anywhere.
It goes away from here. We're taking it. It's still coming!
Sweeping the whole vault! You'll let anything in its way!
Yeah, like us!
console is attempting surface reconnection. Vault restart is now complete.
That was... Talk about a rush. What was that field?
Might have been sweeping the vault, or chasing us.
An immune response? Maybe one last scrub before startup? This place is full of surprises.
We have to be more careful. That field almost disintegrated us.
But it didn't. You want to focus on that or the cool vault you just activated?
Atmosphere processor is online, recovering last console activity.
Is that the Helios cluster?
Yeah. There we are. That's Eos.
Whoa. Did restarting the system do that?
If that light is us, then all these points could be vaults on other worlds. Dormant like this one.
Maybe. But why is there a whole network of them? What's all this for?
This tech can create observers from nowhere or ravage a whole planet. And that's just what we've seen. The bots, those plants back there, the atmosphere processors.
Back home, some corporation hit a desert world with an ice comet. They changed the atmosphere to bring rain.
To help it support life.
That first processor we saw was making things worse, but maybe it malfunctioned.
Is that what these builders were trying to do? Make worlds habitable? Even terraform a whole cluster?
Hey, look there. That's different. Maybe it's active? We've got to go see.
Sam?
Extrapolating. These coordinates lie beyond the space we have currently surveyed, Pathfinder.
Mark it on our charts. We need more to go on. Let's head up to the surface. I could use some fresh air.
World shaper. Interesting. So I wonder if we're going to have to go around the entire galaxy and activate all these vaults. Interesting.
What's that sky?
How? No atmosphere processor works that fast.
If this effect is representative, Pathfinder, air and moisture patterns will show noticeable improvement. Eos could support an outpost.
Even without the storms, it'll be a struggle for a while. But we can tough it out. This remnant technology could be the key to our survival, if we can control it.
You can. Kind of. Still, wouldn't hurt to find a manual.
We've got a lead. Sam marked it on the charts down there. That site is active, whatever it is. Who knows what we'll find there?
We? You want to come along?
I want to know what makes the remnant tick. You've got a key to their technology. Or a crowbar, at least.
Welcome aboard. We'll get you a fancy job title to go over your bunk.
I only need a footlocker. Data pad, toothbrush, clean underwear. That'll do. I'll catch up with you.
Well, this will be interesting.
Now for our new outpost.
You have already logged an ideal site. Nav point noted. Updating Tempest.
The Nexus is on pins and needles, Ryder. Pods are inbound and ready.
Let's go make it happen.
Interesting. So, ES viability is up to 64%. Triangulation. Probably because we have more than 3 of these activated.
Radiation levels increasing.
Still got problems with radiation.
Here they come!
Come on, I should have gotten all of them. That's not driving over the cat.
So, Cora, Asari Commandos. I hear a lot of things.
You hear or you watch low-budget action vids?
Either way, Huntresses hunt. They sabotage. They do assassinations.
All officially sanctioned.
And that was all fine with you?
Yeah, hunt down anti-Citadel fanatics or let crisis response mop up the blood later. That's not a choice.
Really?
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Out of zone.
Let's do this!
Or let's not. What the hell? Oh, Wraith. What the hell is that? No good, for sure. Oh, that's one of those orbs. Okay, I remember this. I've seen those in the MP.
I detect a remnant device in this location. I advise scanning it, Pathfinder.
Between the eyes.
I was unable to extract much, but it appears the Ket received a nav point from these remnant cores.
Can you get the nav point too?
Partially. I require another core to complete the string.
Interesting. I wonder if there's another one around here. Somewhere. Again, something you wouldn't normally find unless you were looking around for stuff. So this is fair.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
But there's no minerals here to actually extract.
Speed bump!
Think that's it.
You went deep with the Asari. Where's their early tech? Their motoring museum equivalent.
That was about 30,000 years back. Not much left.
Oh, no Asari Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Also no Asari child catcher.
Ugh, for the best then.
Oh wait, there's some graphite here. This is another rich area. Holy hell. Oh well.
Radiation levels are severe. Seek safety immediately.
Yeah, I don't think we'll go that way.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sounds like a bunch of cat. Now we're out of the zone. Hell is that? Interesting, we're up on the hills here. Massive radiation zone. I think it's pretty tough. I'm not finding any more mining spots. So I don't know why there'd be any up here for. Anyway. Okay, back down here in that basin area.
Cat ahead. They appear to be fighting a Krogan.
Is that Drac?
Ryder, about time you joined the party.
I'll take the last one on melee style.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me?
You could really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all?
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
This is gonna be great.
So, Lake of Blood.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits. Life support restored.
Alright, beacon time.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
Pathfinder's call. But research is no good if we're dead. Military.
It's got to be science. Our colonists need to understand their home.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
So obviously this is definitely a Renegade or Paragon option. Maybe. Let's go scientific.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation. And our future.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
Andromeda Initiative. This is Ryder. Pathfinder.
EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost blocked inbound. And ready as hell. August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
It took a lot of people to get us this far. That's the work you'll continue.
I hear that. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months.
Anderson.
EOS is far from golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
What are you playing at? Seems like being my friend is suddenly valuable.
Fair assumption. The reality, Rider? You bought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point. From the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
We didn't come to a new galaxy to argue about who's right.
It got us this far. Talk to Bradley. Later, we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
So viability is 74%. Oh, they certainly set up a lot of stuff pretty quickly. Jeez. All the prefab stuff. I was gonna set it up pretty quickly.
Sorry it came to this, Pathfinder. Pathfinder?
Sorry, I came to what? Or they mean sorry that I had to come and bail their stupid arses out of the fire. That'd make more sense, I guess. I'm just betting somewhere in here there's a... You see this exclamation point. I'm betting there's a few.
Can't believe we made it.
I keep wondering what our scientists will cook up for Eos.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Really hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
Pathfinder.
We get to the second floor. Definitely some secondary missions around here. What's that E? Doesn't show what it is. Kane Fox.
You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
I'm just Ryder. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, too. I'm Fox, Chief Engineer at your service.
What do you think about your new home?
First impressions? We've got water, clear skies for solar power, plants to farm. The Remnant, are a wild card. But I hear you almost have that solved, which is amazing. And you found us a good site here. I think EOS is really going to be special.
What brought you all the way to Andromeda?
There's a colony back home you've never heard of. Viridis. It failed. Hard. I grew up there watching things fall apart. When I left, I got into infrastructure, civil engineering. Boring stuff unless you've ever lived without it. I wanted to do Viridis right, I guess. And the initiative was my best chance. Thanks for asking.
What are the other outpost staff like?
Like Connor, you mean? She's pretty fun when you get to know her. Just don't get to know her over a poker game. Trust me.
What do you do here?
My team gets things going. Water, power, communications, everything a civilization needs. Well, not laws or a constitution, but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
Really?
Bye, Fox.
Bye. Stay safe out there.
Technical equipment. Daedalus fabricator. Huh. Kagetsuchi automated wire extruder. Alright, so it says go down. Maybe it's the first floor of the building.
Henderson at the shuttle landing pad told me. He heard it from the pilot.
Izzy, you've got to stop listening to every rumor that comes in.
Okay, but when your shuttle gets eaten by space whales, don't say I didn't warn you.
That's a lie. They're called narwhals, not space whales. No messages. Phone request for Darkhet Caribbean number 28. Merchant. Basically the same stuff that the other guy had earlier. So that's a secondary mission. I'll take place on the Nexus. So that's a question mark. Oh, there's a memory node, I think.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
August Bradley.
Mayor Bradley.
Oh.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Make sure to keep a clear log of what you're doing.
Well, let's save some bandwidth. Busted ass defeat initiative. Copy, paste, repeat. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Falks Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
Looking back isn't a good use of time. We have to keep building.
Keep is generous. We have to start. Real building, not just survival. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real. Head for the Nexus, Pathfinder. Prodromos will have more going on when you come back later.
Trust me, there's no right time to have kids. You both want some, right?
Quarantine best practices. Quarantine twice. What else we got around here? Seems to be a thing over here. I don't think they ever really explained what the hell this thing is. It's like their poor excuse at an attempt at a Stargate or something. Please help. Let's see.
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
That's a recipe for trouble.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
The datapad mentioned medbay. A little work, we could find where to catch up with them.
Alright, let's go ahead and set up that one. Seems like a likely place to start. Let me drop in over here first. Nothing to scan. Research center. Ah, okay. Since this is a research center then. It'd be faster to go across this way. Gotta remember not to touch the water. It vaporizes pathfinders apparently. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What do I do? I almost vaporized myself. So, 4-2. Yep. Express route.
Right. August said you might swing by. Right, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on EOS. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
Why did you join the Andromeda Initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but they'd say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-team colonists. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. He was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2 or 3 times a day.
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone matters. We know we'll make this work.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt. Right.
Oh my god. Why can't I access this thing?
Right.
Ah, let's scan it.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Sand particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. The sand may be from several locations. I need more data to form a conclusion.
Hmm. Alright. Let's go find these morons.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings, assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert.
Only one location matches the sound from the medical equipment. A monolith.
Let's go.
Radiation levels increasing.
That's not that far.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind. Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
If you're that spooky, go hide behind the fort,
Lexi, found another colonist.
Crap.
So many. Alright, send me their information.
Once again, things triggering that shouldn't trigger. Or rather, that have already triggered. Save the crew. Crap, I should have brought the Mako. Still making pretty good time, to be honest. See if we can make it. Because I have no clue where they're at.
Remnant.
Oh, they're still way over there. Crap. Probably won't help. No, yeah. So there's a forward station drop point here. From what I understand, we can actually...
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
have the thing sent over here.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Yeah. A nomad.
Who don't?
Water and weather. Nothing tougher in the long run.
Careful, Ryder. Scourge ahead.
Thought I already scanned this. Huh, weird. There is another one. So radiation level 3.
Life
Crap.
support systems are in peril. Systems are failing, Pathfinder.
Of course, they never actually state what that actually means. So where's the, there it is. That's what I'm looking for.
We've got targets!
Yeah.
Got them all.
Of course.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
Guess we can't go
Life support is stable.
do that yet. That smashing rocks thing. Anyway, I think we should get back. Should be able to get back to the Tempest from here. Yeah.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Let's go ahead and head back to the Nexus and we'll wrap up this live stream.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
I don't care where anyone sleeps, as long as we realize what a kick-ass team we have. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough without adding dysfunction.
You got it, boss.
If Krogan are known for one thing, it's getting along.
But not humility or self-awareness.
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical? Good meeting, everyone.
Okay, push escape to learn more. I pushed escape and there's no learn more. No calls. Come on. What's going on?
So this is what you and Ryder do for fun? Explore weird bolts that try to kill you?
We fly into space clouds that try to kill us too.
I deserve a raise. So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
This should be interesting.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head on.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
So how did an Asari doctor end up on the human Ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
You were his second in command. Were you friends too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here. Hi there.
You were in the Alliance before you became a Huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents. But we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything. Old history now. Your turn. Remind me why you came to Andromeda.
The Prothean digs woke us up to how much we don't know, and to what humanity's next leap might be. Then Dad's career collapsed. His AI research made him too toxic.
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
We needed to start over somewhere new. Together. Or as together as we could. So, Andromeda.
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
What did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Talane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration initiative. Your time defending Silva's expedition was probably more important. But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
What was your commando unit like?
Janae and I were the youngsters. Tethys was our old lady sniper. Kalia patched us up, and Valenza prayed between firefights. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. A huntress's work is never done.
Every civilization needs its defenders.
And the defenders usually match their civilization. Like Asari huntresses being adaptable as hell. Makes you wonder what our militia will look like in 100 years.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
After 4 years with Asari commandos, you must have some great war stories.
Nasira assassinated a Krogan warlord with a pack of playing cards once.
A pack of cards?
Choking hazard, apparently.
Wow. Did you come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though. Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
I was just wondering.
Careful. One day I might be this nosy about your personal life.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
So I guess we'll go around and talk to everyone before we go to the Nexus. Wait, is there anything to scan in here? I don't think I've been in here before. So, actually, escape pod's up on the other floor, I think. Although, direct should be in here, I think.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Ugh. Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. That's for me. I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pie jack scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick, Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
There's just something wrong about the kid. The absolute single-mindedness.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally? There's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
Alright, let's see what this is.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire.
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I pull off my usual stunts, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Ascendant. Keep your distance. Don't let them get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fiends, kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance. Shoot them into red fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank them.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Good advice.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die.
Come on, seriously.
Always works for me.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, my peacekeeping career went up in smoke when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just going to have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
For massive headbutting.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Dan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Oh, there are a couple new ones. There's no null entry. Size pocket. What the? Empty it first. Well, I need to like put a Mass Effect thing around the top of it or something. Biotic power. Cup sealer. Where is Leon?
I'm in the armory.
Yeah, I already know that. Well, let's take the lift up. Well, it used to work. Oh, okay. That's why. The lift wasn't actually down. Guess that makes sense. Whoops. Engineering.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, this is the most important part of the ship.
Whoa, don't tell me they put someone smart in charge for a change. I am at your command.
Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties. No real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
You mean how jazzed you were that a Pathfinder showed up?
Tomato, potato. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Tomato, potato.
Long time no chat. What's up?
Okay. Where to start? Tempest.
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly?
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Which one would be funnier? I think this one.
Hasn't everyone?
Well, then you know. It's super tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction? Or maybe starvation? Imagining which would be worse? But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well, lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash, takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it. What about Kello?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Not particularly a bunch of stuff. Now... Who the hell's Liam?
Yes?
Yeah, we already did all this stuff for her.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here.
Maybe he's on the bridge. It's like the only place I haven't checked yet.
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes. Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
It's dangerous, and that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of a coral snake while recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's nothing about the universe that suggests a divine intelligence. And most of what we've seen in Helios is artificial, as you said yourself.
Yes, but we're creative beings. Whoever made the Remnant was too. Why should that be proof against a god? Wouldn't a true creator want to pass on the drive to invent?
You are welcome to your beliefs. It's good to have different voices on the team.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the Nexus with the latest reports. We'll talk later.
See what Kahlo has to say after I finish lagging out.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. What can I do for you? Tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask. We're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. Sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
So, Phoebe should be in the escape pod.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No, I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown, for the never been done.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes, I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
A certain independence might be helpful, yeah.
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
So, how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks.
Need to
Don't be a
find
stranger.
Liam and Lexi. Oh, that's right, Lexi's here, so just Liam. Tech lab, bio lab. That's right, I haven't done. No, we did do Cora.
Back again?
Ah,
See you later, Cora.
I did do the one. Okay.
I'll be here.
I did the one underneath that. That's another thing. With the dialogue wheel, if you click on something, it's not necessarily whatever the highlighted section is, it's what you actually click on. Which I think is a little bit different from previous Mass Effect games. Or whatever was highlighted was what you had selected. At least with the game that you selected. Liam, like, fell off the face of the earth or something. Maybe he's down here in one of these rooms. It's definitely not in there. Wonder if there are any rooms that I missed. Suppose it's possible. I know he's not in the Pathfinder's quarters. So that'd be weird. There's gotta be a room somewhere I've missed. I see the stream's dropping ever so slightly. Okay, not ever so slightly. Well, I have no clue where the hell Liam's at, so we're just gonna leave him wandering around wherever the hell he went to. So, off to the Nexus. And I think once we get there, we'll end this live stream.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Alright, so that's going to be it. Thanks for tuning into the live stream. So far, MEA's holding up pretty well, really, I think. Besides all the kind of weird quirks here and there with some stuff, but it's getting back to Mass Effect's roots. Less about linear story and more about story through exploration. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully BioWare can put out some patches to fix some things, and various hardware manufacturers can patch stuff to fix other problems, and we'll get some performance optimization patches before too long. And maybe some animation fixes eventually. I wouldn't expect them to do them too fast. Takes a while. Probably take a while to correct everything, but maybe then a year, hopefully. We'll see. But if I were to rate it, given what I have seen now and through the trial period, the 6 hours I did of the trial, I'd have to give this probably 7 out of 10. Give you a point of reference, I gave the original Mass Effect, I think, an 8.5 out of 10. So a little bit less than Mass Effect 1, but still pretty solid Mass Effect game. We'll have to see if it lives up to the hype, though. But eventually I'll probably do a full walkthrough on this. We'll see when that'll happen. It'll probably be after the hiatus to catch up on the reviews. So I'm not sure when that'll be, but eventually we'll get around to it. So thanks for watching. Remember to tune back in on the 4th, I believe, for the start of our first ever live Let's Play walkthroughs project. We're doing Persona 5. Won't be like a regular project. It'll be every so often I'll do some live streaming for it. But I'll be doing a live stream Let's Play walkthrough for that. Should be interesting. See how that all works out. But till then, it's Joe Will, and I will see you next time.